Skip, are you okay with how Shedeur conducted himself right there?
Look. As much as I love me some Shedeur, as hard as I have campaigned for him, I wanted him to be the first overall pick to Tennessee. He would be better than Cam Ward has been so far in Tennessee. I did not love this for one reason and one reason only. It's just going to provide more ammunition for the good old boy network in the National Football League that got together and conspired to punish him and dump him all the way to the 5th round. All those guys, all those GMs and all those scouts and all those executives somewhere as we speak are saying, see, I told you, he doesn't handle himself the way you have to handle yourself to be a franchise quarterback in our league. He doesn't belong in our league. And I was even hoping against hope that by trade deadline, somebody would get desperate enough to trade for Shedeur and give him an actual shot. And now I'm afraid whoever that team might have been, they're sitting back saying, do we really want that? And I even believe that Kevin Stefanski, after that we just saw, went to Jimmy Haslam, who I believe is a big Shedeur fan, and said, do we really want that? Do you really want to give that a chance? Look, it's a clown show in Cleveland, and he was clowning the clown show because he just got dumped again. He got demoted again, or at least not promoted, because Stefanski announced Flacco's the backup quarterback after you said the other day correctly, that's it for Joe Flacco, right? Like he's done,
yes,
right?
But I do think Flacco needs to be number 2. But go ahead.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I don't, because now it's time to find out which of the kid quarterbacks can play. And I believe Jimmy Haslam dictated that to Kevin Stefanski because I think Stefanski's on his way out. But I just wanted Shedeur, because Rex Ryan blasted him last week on ESPN and said, you know, he needs to get his ass in the front row and study. That's what everybody said before the draft. That was all of his interviews. He's not going to work hard. He's too full of himself. He doesn't handle himself correctly. He's got 3 exotic cars already. They got DJ in the locker room at Colorado before the game and during halftime. That's not how we do business in the National Football League. And now they're going to say, well, see, that's who this is. I don't see. I get Dillon Gabriel, and I like Dillon Gabriel. Shedeur is better than Dillon Gabriel, but you have to give him a shot. And I just don't want to give anybody any ammunition to say anything bad about Shedeur, and I think he did. And it was weird because I kept reading the headlines. He went full-on mime. That's not miming. I mean, mimes don't mouth words. They don't speak at all. He was mouthing words without using his voice. And I tried to lip read. I don't even know what he was saying. He should have just said, just do some basic comment. Just say, if I'm given my opportunity, I will be ready for my opportunity. And just leave it at that. I don't.
If he would have said, I'm given my opportunity, I'm just ready for my opportunity, it still would have made national news.
Okay.
So no matter what the fuck Shedeur does, it's going to make national news, man. He's a star. It is what it is. He could say the best answer in the world, and it's still going to make national news. So he damned if he do, he damned if he don't.
Well, I don't think
he just made light of the situation a little bit, man. It is what it is. The media, why are y'all talking to me? He got to make himself available. If he don't make himself available, he get fined.
Yeah, you got to pay up.
So I got to talk to y'all if y'all ask me to talk. But I can't talk. Rex Ryan don't want me to say shit. He want me to study. How the fuck Rex Ryan know he's not studying?
I don't know. That's a good
question. How you know he's not in the front row not studying, Rex?
I don't know.
Well, somebody told Rex.
Man, nobody told Rex shit.
Want to bet?
Nobody told Rex shit. Rex ain't nobody told your motherfucking ass shit.
Hey,
you don't know what you do. Because
no.
what you don't know, Rex, is he a football head. He is studying.
Hey.
That's why he looked how he looked when he got his op in the preseason. That's why he looked like that. Because he's a football head and he is studying.
Hey, Rex is connected, man. He knows a lot of assistant coaches.
Well, I'm connected with Shedeur, and I know he's a fucking football head, and I know he is studying.
Yeah.
And when he get his op, you'll see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't say sit in the front and just study. Carolyn, can I get a little energy? Carolyn, please.
I was waiting for it.
I need some energy in the cup, please.
Skip's firing him up.
Nah, it's Rex, bro. Like, come on, Rex, bro. Come on, Rex. Shit like that pissed me off, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on, Rex. You don't know what he doing. You don't live with him. I don't care what somebody told you. Whoever did his roommate tell you that.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's doing when he at home. We got iPads. He can go home and watch 5 fucking hours of film, Rex.
Agreed.
You don't know what he's doing. He making light of the situation. It is what it is. If he go get a most political answer in the world, it's going to be posted. It's going to go viral. So it is what it is. He's a viral kid.
Yeah.
He's been on TV since 7U. If you don't know, that's 7 and under football.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, he been on TV. Thank you, Carolyn. He been on TV, man. He live on TV. Hey, man, that's the world we live in. That's why I guess that's why people ain't want to pick him, because they don't want to get a star. Hey, y'all businessmen, right? Like, shit, sell some tickets. Let him start and then see what it bring you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it was safe.
Safe, but we're all talking about it now.
No, for him. I mean, we can look at it as immature, right? Because we're not in that situation, right? We didn't just get, not even demoted, just we're in the same spot.
Same
right?
spot, yeah.
Like, we didn't get that news. He did, right? So most people will be what? Emotional, right? This is in real time.
Right.
It's easy for us to sit here and say, oh, you should have said this. We don't know what his real emotions is.
Right.
He is fronting. He is putting on a fake smile to get, because he doesn't know how to feel right now that he ain't moved nowhere, right? So you don't know what's going on mentally with him, but we can tell, yeah. We see what AJ, we can see what AJ's real emotions is in real time. He decided, you know what, I'm not gonna talk. I get it, I understand. The problem is this. What is the goal here for the Browns, right? No one cares about Dylan besides you and Dylan. No offense.
Well, they're hoping he's going to be their franchise.
There's nothing. If I'm Dylan,
They
I do not
drafted him
want to
first.
be in that position. I don't want to be him right now. I have the whole the black community against me. That's one. We're in Cleveland, right? So I got all them against me.
True.
That's one. Then I have all famous people against me.
True.
Right? They're waiting for me to fuck up. But
if he doesn't fuck up, you better bet Browns fans are going to rally. If he does good, they're going to rally.
No.
You don't think?
No. He just got put number one. The worldwide news right now is who? Shedeur. It's not him. No one cares that he got demoted. They care more about him not being number 2. They don't care who's number 1. The worldwide news right now is 3 is still 3. Why isn't he 2?
True.
Right? So the fact that the world wants to see him get this chance. This reminds me of the Bronny situation. Mm-hmm. If you're Dylan, you want to be, what was the guard? Ovalera?
For who?
The Lakers. He was the one who got that contract. Quincy.
Oh,
you want to be Quincy.
Okay.
Right? That's who Dylan, you want to be Quincy. What you want to be third. You want Shedeur to go out there and then have a horrible time, and then you come in and have good moments. Yeah. Right? So you look good. You going out there first, no one's rooting for you. Unless you out this motherfucker perfect every fucking day, every game, you out here being amazing. Everything you do is going to be a target. Oh, man, look, it was okay. It was this. He had 3 turnovers. He did this. That's all that's going to happen. And eventually, you're going to be getting booed by that Cleveland Browns stadium. Because they want to see him play to see if he's good or not. That's just the way it is. And him sitting there, whatever he does, he is the focal point. He is Cleveland Brown right now. No one cares about the rest. It's him, then Myles Garrett at this point. Mm-hmm. Right? When we're talking about jersey sales, he's number 1. Definitely. He's in front of Myles Garrett. Yeah. Right? So people want to see him. And at this point, if you're Cleveland, why are you still putting yourself under this guillotine? I get it. I understand why. You don't want to make yourself look stupid.
They drafted him in the 3rd.
Right? I drafted you, but we wanted him. We think he's it. He's 6-year senior. We get it. He is the proven one, and we don't want you to go out there and perform very well. Makes us look stupid that we picture in the fit. Like, so you're fighting an inner fight anyway. Yeah. You know, there's really nothing you can do. So if you're Shedeur, I don't like the question. Yeah. It's a stupid question. And he's not in a position to say, what the fuck you asking me for? What do I need to do? I don't know. Ask him. That's the one who's making the decision.
And if you say that, it's going to be viral. No matter what he says.
Because that is the thing. You're asking the wrong. Why are you asking me what I should do more? If I knew, I would be doing it, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick before you go. Back to you for 1 second. When Jackson Dart scored the other day, he did some funky chicken dance. I don't know what it was. Okay? And you said you don't love that from your quote-unquote franchise quarterback, right? Okay, it's the same. It falls into the same category as this. The Good Old Boy Network is going to look at this the way you looked at that dance and say, I don't want my quarterback doing that. Right?
Right.
Okay, go.
But he's not my quarterback. He's the third. He's third round. Can I ask a question?
If you're rallying around him being the quarterback.
But how many how many fifth round people are being interviewed right now?
0.
Well, he's the most famous third-string quarterback in the history of the league.
And that's where that's where the Cleveland Browns,
the better
as
question
an organization,
is how many third-string quarterbacks are being interviewed right
as
now?
an organization.
To your point,
you shouldn't be.
I've seen Tom Brady make light of the situation, but I've never seen him do you know, like me, Joe Bitch, like,
never.
I ain't never seen him do no touchdown dance.
I got it.
But I've seen Tom make light of the situation with the media before.
Okay, but Shedeur is saying, I'm going to do it my way. Damn all of you all.
I'm making light of the situation with the media.
Okay.
So you want to be a leader of a team and a quarterback?
But I've seen the leader of the team and quarterbacks make light of the situation with the media. But I don't really see him do touchdown dances like that. That's my point.
You want him to be and act like the star quarterback, but you don't want to give him no responsibilities of that.
Exactly.
That's the problem. He's acting like the fucking fifth round. He's acting like the third string quarterback. Right? Now, if he was promoted today as the number 1 or the number 2, then yeah, he should be speaking. But he's third. Right. I don't know what to say. He can't go in there and do this because now, from the media standpoint, he has Tom Brady responsibilities. I'm supposed to act like a professional, and I'm the third string. I have no chance of playing. I have 0 chance of playing.
But you think he has no chance, though?
No, but that to me is a good thing. The fact that he's 3, and everyone on the outside is making that a big deal. But to me, when you go into a game, you game plan for the starter. My game plan is going to be tailored to Dillon Gabriel exactly. You have a little tiny section that's called the emergency section in case your backup comes in. I don't want Shedeur doing that. I think him staying at 3 right now, say Dillon goes out there, knock on wood, I hope nothing bad happens to him, but he gets hurt on the second series, or he's not playing good and they yank him at halftime. Then if you put Shedeur in as at number 2, he's going to be trying to go out there and play Dillon Gabriel's game plan. It's not going to be tailored to him. So if he gets hurt, you put Joe Flacco in. Let Flacco finish the game. Then after the game, take Flacco to 3 or Gabriel to 3. Then you put Shedeur at 1 because you cannot go back to Flacco.
No, you won't go back to Flacco.
If you're Kevin Stefanski, you cannot, if you take Gabriel out or he gets hurt or anything happens, let Flacco finish the game, but after that, he can't be the starter going forward. Now you go to Shedeur, because if you go back to Flacco, you're losing the locker room. You've got one of the worst offenses and a number 1 defense, and they're not going to respect you anymore, and that defense is going to give up. You can't do that. So I don't mind him being at 3 for that exact reason. Now, if he becomes a starter, when that time comes, I think it will, jump to 1, and then you get a game plan that's tailored to you instead of a small emergency section in case you have to come in. So I don't worry about
I agree with Cody 1,000%.
Yeah, you don't want to be a 2. A 2 is almost worse than being a 3 if you're going to get an opportunity.
Who cares about being the backup quarterback? You don't care about that.
You are sitting there like, please, God, do not get hurt. If you get hurt, I got to go in. And yes, you know the offense, sure. But the offense, the game plan is tailored to your strengths. Dillon's strengths aren't Shedeur's strengths. Shedeur's weaknesses aren't Dillon's weaknesses. They're going to put that game plan as if Dillon Gabriel is playing all 4 quarters, but I have a small section in case Flacco or Shedeur needs to come in. You don't want that to be your opportunity.
Okay.
So that's why I'm fine with him being number 3. I think that's getting a little bit blown out of proportion. What I don't like is why are you interviewing the number 3 quarterback?
Yeah.
Right.
You're just trying to get a click. And
but you're trying to find out if he's unhappy that he didn't get promoted.
But you know that.
You know he unhappy.
But you wanted to hear
I'm so glad I'm 30 today. I love being quarterback.
You know that, though.
To that point, I'm torn because I feel for Shedeur, man. I do. And I know everyone's kind of set in college doing the watch and doing like, that's authentic. I know you don't like the dancing, but be authentic. If that's who you are, be who you are. Right. Don't fake it on game day. Don't fake it in the locker room. Be who you are. So I think that's him just showing authenticity. I'm torn, though, because he has been under a microscope and criticized since he was a kid because of who he is. And That's got to be tough. I can't relate to that. I'm not going to sit here and try to lecture Shedeur Sanders on how to be Shedeur Sanders or how to handle this situation because he is unique in this situation. We've never seen anything like this before. I will say this, though, and this is the PR quarterback answer. I know people might hate it. I'm with you on that a little bit. I just wish he had kept doing what he's been doing. And what I mean by that is he did an interview a couple weeks ago, all throughout fall camp even, and he did an interview with ESPN a couple weeks ago.
It was just 1 week ago.
Yeah,
You're talking about the one where he talked about quarterbacks?
No, where he talked about being thankful for the situation I'm in.
Okay.
He came out and said, I appreciate the situation I'm in.
Right.
I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm learning mentally. I'm learning physically.
And I like to see that from him.
I'm looking at football from a different lens. Who gives a shit what the media says, whether it's good or bad? I saw that and said, that's a leader.
Yeah,
okay.
That's who
I did
Shedeur
too.
Sanders
But that's the thing.
But then you start attacking him, and that's where you get this situation.
But
that wasn't good enough, and then you get the comment about the quarterback play around the NFL. I know I can do better than that.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
That was last week. He said to ESPN, if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that.
Yeah, that one's different than the original.
Well, that's pure Shedeur. That's how he was in every interview before the draft, and the league hated it because you're too full of yourself. You can't handle. He was brazen about, I'm just better than everybody, and he is. And he knows it, and he will show you that if given the opportunity. But the league wants to teach him a lesson before he gets his opportunity. They don't want him to get the opportunity.
I don't think that's him, though, saying, I'm better than everybody. I think that's him saying, context matters. Him saying, the quarterback play hasn't been great this year. Guys are getting benched. I know if I get my shot, I can go out there and do it. Could he have worded it better? Sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that as a negative. I think everyone twisted it way different than what it is, right? They made it bigger than what it needed to be.
You want him to keep
But I'm with you, Skip. My final thing, let me finish with this. I'll say this. My final thing is, I know it sucks. You want to see personality. You want them to be who they are. But sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. Sometimes you just have to go and say, hey, look, I'm going to support Dylan either way that I can. I'm going to keep competing for when my time comes. But either way, I'm going to do everything I can to be a great teammate and a leader for the Cleveland Browns and leave it at that. Because all that media wants is clicks. And you're going to give them clicks by doing extra stuff. And I get what you're saying.
And when he do that,
they give him shit.
He's going to say
something.
Shedeur okay with being the third quarterback. It's still going to be a
But if I'm Shedeur,
no matter what.
But if I'm Shedeur, who cares what the media says? Who cares what Rex Ryan's saying? Who cares what other people say? All that matters is my teammates in the locker room. And we saw how they rallied around him in the preseason. They trust him. They want him to be the guy. And look, this is all. Dylan Gabriel is collateral. I hope Dylan plays well. I do, man. I never want to wish bad things upon a quarterback. I hope he does well. It's a tough situation to be in. They were already booing him when he got drafted in the third round before they even drafted Shedeur. So that put him in a worse situation. I know he hates it, but I guess to wrap it all up, yes, I think he could have just said the short answer, and who cares what the clicks and what the media say, but don't give him much more.
He can say that Saturday. That's a Saturday question.
After the game?
No,
or before the game?
No, Saturday question during media. You ask him that question, he's going to give you the political question or answer.
Yeah.
You ask him right after it happened.
Do you think
that's just emotion. So
do you think he was responding to being the third string, or do you think he was responding to Rex Ryan's comment?
He was responding to all of it. Okay. All of it is hitting him at the same time. He's young. He don't know how to deal with it. Your emotions are high in that moment. So the best thing he did was that. But when he's talking about the quarterback play, he's only talking about one person. That is his competitor, Cam Ward. The one no one talks about. The number one pick. I thought you were gonna say the man who's making history about getting sacked. Like he's right now in history. 17 sacks in 4 games. That is history. 6 more. He got 6 more in 2. Then he's officially first 6 games over 23 sacks. That's who he's really talking about. And he's saying, 4 games I can do that shit. I can get sacked goddamn 17 times, and you guys won't even say nothing about it.
Right.
He's the number one pick.
We have said plenty about it.
He's the number one pick, and nobody talks about
how bad he's playing.
0-4, he's playing bad. He's 51%. I can do that. I can do. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance to do that shit at least.
I'm happy though. I will say that he's not in that situation right now with Cam Ward, because Cam Ward, if Tennessee doesn't figure it out, he's in a bad situation. So I am happy that Shedeur isn't in that situation, because they got a lot of work to do to turn around for him. So it's going to be tough.
You want to play, man. You just want to play. Put me at this point.
He feel like he'd do better than what Cam Ward do.
Put me in. Just put me in a situation to fail. Let me fail. Give me a shot to fail. Don't just tell me. I
want him to fail though.
But that's how we are. Just give me a chance.
No, I agree.
To do it versus just saying I can't do it. But what you said is I've never heard that, but about the quarterback stuff. Where you would rather him be
second, third,
Right, okay.
No,
that's good information.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I hear what you're saying from a quarterback perspective, but what pisses me off to you is Kevin Stefanski does not like Shedeur Sanders. He argued against taking him all the way. The owner overruled him and the GM in the 5th round. He had already taken Dillon Gabriel 50 slots higher than Shedeur finally went to Cleveland. 50. And in this case, it's the principle of Kevin Stefanski getting away with saying publicly, no, Joe Flacco is my second quarterback now. Yeah. He's my backup quarterback. And the line from Stefanski was, but somebody said, well, what about Shedeur? My focus is on the game. My focus is on the game because he keeps dodging questions about Shedeur because he hates that he's saddled with this cloud over him, that Shedeur, because he keeps getting asked about Shedeur. So what pissed me off was that he wouldn't just, come on, give him a little bit of credit and elevate him to second. I understand your premise, but just publicly, the world wanted to hear that at least Shedeur moved up a slot by default, just by default, right? Well, seriously,
I think he.
But you gotta remember, the world don't know your.
No, the world do know that.
No, not from the quarterback.
Man, I know that. I know.
Because you playing.
You playing.
No, not a former player in the league.
You're talking about the media.
That's what I'm saying.
The media know that.
No, they don't.
The media ain't played.
The
media know damn well Dillon Gabriel got 4 games. You going to London, you facing a tough-ass defense. You got to go to Pittsburgh, they cracking right now. They done found themselves. You got to go to New England. That's a tough-ass defense.
Yeah, they're playing good.
You know what I'm saying? They playing good, too. If Dillon Gabriel, the media know, if Dillon Gabriel go 0-4, hey, guess what we got, y'all? Shedeur next. They never going back to Flacco.
You can't.
The media know damn well they not. It don't matter who the two.
Yeah.
They're not going back to Flacco. The media know that. Everybody know that.
Man, listen,
if Stefanski goes back to Flacco, he'll be gone.
They're not going back to Flacco, bro. He know he can't go back to Flacco. He know right after Dillon Gabriel go 1-3, it's Shedeur time.
But
it's right here.
Sure? So you think Dillon Gabriel's going to go 1-3? What do you think of Dillon Gabriel?
He going to struggle. He going to go 1-3.
This is a personal thing. If I don't, you got to think about the coach himself. I didn't want him. But you guys overruled me and got him here.
And the coaches, you damn near, even with the players, it don't matter what you want. Yeah. It's what upstairs want.
I know, and that's the problem.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Upstairs,
it don't fucking matter what
upstairs wanted him, and I didn't. So if he performs, I get fired because of him.
And if he don't perform, you get fired. Either way, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're fired anyway, Stefanski. If we don't go to the playoffs, if we don't compete in the AFC North, you're fired.
So
it is what it is.
He's trying to save face for his decision. If my decision was, I don't want him, I don't think it's good, and you overrule me, right? And you be like, no, that's a good decision. Me personally, I don't want to put him out here for him to ball. Now you're right. Now I'm stupid.
So that's why they putting their guy in. They putting Stefanski's guy in right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the next 4 games. Dylan, let's see what you got. And we're going to see what he got.
And
what he going to have, Skip?
Yeah, Skip, what do you think of Dillon Gabriel?
I've told you, he's pretty good. He's better than Tua. He's 5'11".
Okay.
And he played 64 games in college football. That's more than anybody's ever played, ever. That's over 6 years. That's a lot of football that he has played.
It is.
So he'll do the best he can do. He's just not as good as Shedeur. And I don't see how you got him winning a game. Which one, at New England?
I got him the Dolphins. I think he played.
Oh, they got the Dolphins.
Yeah, the defense will win that game. He ain't going to do much. It's going to be a Flacco type.
He would out Tua then in the Dolphins.
Tua better than Dillon Gabriel. I don't know. I don't agree with you.
I do. I've watched Dillon Gabriel a whole
really
lot.
Not that bad.
No, listen, Dillon Gabriel. You saw Dillon Gabriel in the preseason in those games.
But the preseason is like me playing my son on rookie. Like he gonna make some plays. Dillon Gabriel, we got it on rookie.
But you've talked about
we put this shit on all
going off.
What do you guys do on defense? Cover 3, cover 1, cover 2. You're not.
Man, come on, bro. You don't do nothing in the preseason, bro. It's guys. You Skip. You'll be surprised what the shit that we do in the locker room on preseason. Like, bro, I done skip. The preseason is not real football.
Man, that must have been nice, man. I was fighting for a roster.
I was scared.
Yeah, preseason for Super Bowl.
Okay, energy and shit in the locker room. It's like it's not real.
Should we discredit Shedeur's first preseason game? When
it's not real. It's not real.
To him, it is.
It's not real.
We put him on a pedestal like he balled out.
Shedeur balled too. It's not real football.
Why not?
It's probably
it's a better level than what I just came from.
It's probably the same as what you just came.
Okay, Cody, Dillon Gabriel, Tua, who's better?
Oh, Tua right now. They're just not.
Okay.
I can't put Dillon Gabriel above Tua right now. I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I think.
What do you think he's going to do in the next 4 games if he gets 4 games?
What do you think? What
he's going to do in the next 4 games?
Gabriel? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you. Okay, so what I think they're going to do offensively. This is what I think it's going to look like. I think we're going to see a lot of what we saw in college, but a little more simplified. Mm-hmm. Kevin Stefanski and Tommy Rees, who's their offensive coordinator, are going to simplify the game plan. They have to. He's a smart kid, has 63 starts, played 64. That is an all-time record. But when you're a rookie quarterback making your first start, you need to water it down as much as possible. Yep. Take the thinking out so I can play fast. Yep. We're going to see a lot of quick game, some slants, some hitches, get the ball out, even some swing passes. Like I was saying with A.J. Brown, get him a couple screens just to get some, get him some completions to get comfortable in the game. Then they're going to roll the pocket. I know it's a preseason, but they did it against the Rams. Let him roll to the left as a lefty, get outside the pocket. He can run a little bit too. He can use his legs. And I talked about this earlier. The other thing I think you're going to do is a lot of mirrored routes or pick-a-side type routes instead of going full field progression. That eliminates a lot of thinking, and it emphasizes getting the ball out. What I mean by mirrored routes is that I'm going to have curl flats, right? I'm going to have slant flats. I'm going to have quick outs and sticks. I'm going to have smash, where it's a hitch in a corner. Pick a side. If the safety rotates right, boom, 1 to 2 to back, run, throw away. If you get too high, cover 4, cover 1, you have pick a side, 1 to 2, back, throw away. Take all the thinking out. Run game, they're going to do a lot of protected runs to where if it keeps down tight or a safety comes down tight, we're going to have an extra tight end in, a receiver in, so that we can protect the runs. I can run it no matter what. Now, the thing, though, that I think that a lot of people are curious to see, and the biggest knock on him is how he's going to do with not having the strongest arm, is the best way I can put it. I don't think he has really an NFL-level arm.
Well, that's what they said about Tua, right?
Yeah, but you can't live in that short game world. You've got to stretch the field. You've got to get vertical in this game. It's going to be tough against the Vikings, but what Gabriel does well, and again, I want to see Shedeur. I don't want to write off Gabriel right away. What he does well, though, is he understands his limitations. He knows that I don't have the strongest arm in the world, but I make up with it by anticipation and timing.
Exactly.
So if I'm Matt Stafford or who's Josh Allen, guys with a strong arm, and I'm throwing a 20-yard comeback, I'm dropping back and I'm releasing it at 2 seconds. If I'm Dillon Gabriel, speed up your footwork, get it out at 1.7 seconds. So it gets there at the same time, but you make up for the velocity. He does a great job of that because he pushed the ball down the field in college. It wasn't always the strongest arm, but yeah, overall, how he's going to do performance-wise, even with all those things, I don't.
His arm is better than you're giving it credit for. I've watched him a lot. It's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not.
And he can also move better than people think he can.
Absolutely. I said get him outside the pocket, let him run. I'm not saying he doesn't have.
Blitz on that.
I said he doesn't have the strongest.
They blitz the dog shit out of everybody.
They're the best blitzing team.
They're going to blitz the shit out that. There ain't going to be no rollouts. Going
back and watching Dillon Gabriel's film, there are multiple times where he's not consistent. You see the highlights of on the post ball that's getting 50, 55. But there's a couple times when he has guy beat deep and it's underthrown.
Right,
or he
just like Tua.
Yeah, like you're gonna miss some of those. I don't love his arm strength, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have a strong arm. He can't play in the NFL. I just don't think that's one of his strengths. I think that's more of a weakness.
Anticipation is one of his.
That's what he has to live in. He has to live in that world.
We're gonna find out.
You got a celebrity in your house on a bad team is the worst thing for. I can see why they're trying to play it this way. They should actually give him a rule and say, you do not actually have to talk. We won't fine you for not talking to the media.
They should.
That's what the Browns should actually do, because at this
You don't want them to talk, tell them don't talk.
Yeah, you don't have to talk. If you don't want to talk, don't talk. We're not going to fine you. Because at the end of the day, it's this. As a coach, you have a bad team. You're not a good coach in a situation, right? The worst thing you want is a spotlight on you. Right? You don't want the spotlight sitting here while you're being who you are. Right? So the fact that this kid is on our team, we're in the media fucking every day. We're in the media every Sunday, every third. Before we wasn't. Now we are. Now I have to perform because we under the radar. We're under that scope so bad. So it's one of those things where it's after these 4 games, I still don't see him starting. I don't. Because if we go 0-4, he wins 1 game, I'm out. He made me look stupid.
But that's the thing.
Because now I got to make a game plan where he don't succeed.
See,
me personally, I will be friending him.
I don't know how basketball works, but the head coach, The players are right here, and the football head coach, he right here.
He that high?
Upstairs, they running this shit. Dylan Gabriel go 1-3. Come on, Dylan, come sit down. Next, hey, let's keep this ball rolling. Shedeur, it's your turn.
We got to wrap it up here. We talked Shedeur for a long time. So 80% of the chat thinks that it was cool what Shedeur said. They don't mind it. It was fine. So we're going to move on to some other drama right now. So after the big, annoying